when the researchers are thinking on dyslexia, and we've got so many theories and so on. On the other hand, I am a psychotherapist, a trainer, so I know that the people with dyslexia or with any problem, they can't wait till we've got a final solution. I don't think there is a final solution. There are viewpoints, and we can get the best. So in this project, what I really liked, what we want to do is the inclusion, which is the most important through my experience, to get everybody in the society, because it's very dangerous, very, very dangerous if we leave out people in any way. So that inclusion, for me, the main point. And what I really liked in this project, that we started to ask people who have got a problem on the area we are going to deal, that what would you like to do? What do you like? Because we've got a viewpoint, but the best is to involve, to include people into the process where we want to help them. So that was the first thing what I really liked. And what I find still the most important, that everything what is good for the special people is good for everybody. Special people are the signs that something is not working well. So if we solve the problem of the special people, then we can solve a lot other people. And that's why it's very important to understand the problem and to see the view of those who carry on with these problems on the everyday. So that's something we started here, and it was really a hard and great work. And from the beginning, it came out that mainly I talk about the Hungarian users, certainly, because I've got the most experiences with them. At the beginning, we asked them, we did interviews, and it came out that dyslexic persons are very much interested in dyslexia. I first suggested not to deal with dyslexia on that portal, because we are full of portals where it explains that is dyslexia, that is dyslexia. But no, dyslexic people are interested in what is dyslexia. So it was very important. So in the first interviews, it came out that dyslexia is very important. The other thing what came out, that dyslexic people don't have problem with the digital literacy. They are very familiar with different devices, programs, and so on. So we don't have to teach them how to switch on the computer and what you can do. But certainly they are interested in any helpful tools. And at the beginning came out in our first interviews that dyslexic people are far more active on creative areas. The creative activities are on a much higher level what these people do. And it was great because really we could involve them in creating lots of interesting materials. And now we asked again, when there is a portal, the opinion that what they like on the portal mostly. And certainly it came up that they like to read about dyslexia. Though some people gave the feedback that it's a bit long, it should be shorter, and so on. So we have to simple. But they were interested, really. And for the Hungarian users, the second very important area was the legislation, which is a special thing in Hungary, because the legislation is always changing, but it's always the worse and worse if it's possible. What is the worst is that there is a rule that you can't get your higher education degree if you don't have a language exam. And that's the point where the dyslexic persons has got a really problem. And in Hungary, it's a huge problem. Now, in Hungary, there are 40,000 diplomas on the universities, but can't go out because there is no language exam. 40,000 people who could have the degree. Only on one university, sorry?
Degree. No?
Degree.
Oh, degree.
Something like that, yeah. So only at the medical university, on one medical university, there are almost 900 diplomas that can't go out, which means that 900 physicians who were taught went through the whole education, and they can't work. And it's a personal problem, that's a society problem. And I am sure that there are many of them who are dyslexic, just they don't know about them. And now we understood that why is so important the legislation. Oh, sorry. I was too fast. Why is the problem the legislation? Because we try to find, and everybody tries to find, how we can get through, what are the rules, how we can get dispensations and so on. Which is, I think, a shame, because it's not the dispensation we should deal with, but rather to give possibilities. And that's the other area what people in the Hungarian users who are dyslexic are interested in, second language learning. Now we can understand it, and the testing, which is in Hungary very expensive if it's an official testing, so we provided a tool that you can try yourself whether you are dyslexic or not. It's worth to go or not. Here, that's very important and certainly helpful tools. So that's, I think it's very special for the Hungarian users, these three areas, what we found main interest areas. And now we've got lots of information, and I try to take those who were very frequent. There are lots of problems, but we know it's not a perfect portal yet. We are working on it. So we got lots of tasks from the users we should solve. Certainly there are even more. What is the more problematic is the forum. We got lots of problems because it should be easy to handle. So I think that's something maybe not only for the Hungarian users, but also for others. And certainly there are good points. It's word by word. It was at last something. So, people are really very happy that the portal exists at all. And there are good points for us, but I think we know this as well as we know the problem areas. There are lots of good points. Also for parents, that the portal is for everybody. Also younger children can use it because there are very good possibilities for brain training and so on. So it can be used as an area for games. And there are lots of suggestions, but I think we can consider, because if we asked the users before we started, now we did something, and now there are very concrete suggestions, so it's worth to look at them carefully, and some points are very important, and parents were very active. It's parents of not small children's parents, but elder people, and parents who has got a child at the university and struggling with the whole system. So they would be really happy to have more information. I think we've got the contact information, but maybe not on the right places. So we have to rethink some areas, but otherwise, really, we've got lots of important information now. What I find very important and what are main points for me, that when we assess, we don't think on that you've got problem. You've got problem. Everybody has got problem, but you've got good areas. We can build on it, and it will help a lot for you if you know your strengths and weaknesses. And what I find as I started the inclusive design, which is now not only our invention, but it's really a movement now to design for everybody, and not a special design, not exclusion. Because if we design something for dyslexic persons or for blinds, it's exclusion. We have to design something for those who are in the society, and these people are in the society. I work on the RoboBraille project, where there is a text-to-speech quite good. I am dyslexic, and I can manage with English. Not the Hungarian is not so good today, but the English is quite good for me. So and blind people has got lots of solutions how to cope with the everyday problem. So we have to give an environment where they can use their own solutions. And that's why it's very important to see how they can work very well on an online environment. And what I find, that's the future, the independence that you can learn on your own, but certainly you can find other people, and that's what we have got on the portal. There is the information. You can learn on your own, but you can share everything. So I suggest always that just share ideas. That's what pass. Thank you for your attention. And I think we have got lots of tasks.
We have to prioritize the changes to manage the most important.
We have the road in front of us.
The beginning.